Well, good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. I just dropped my kids off at school. My kids are back in school learning.
Oh, wow. Good.
So they were there until 2:00, and it's interesting because the school has it so down where you could just drive through. And schools are usually it's really difficult to drop off and pick up.
Right.
The parents are literally not allowed to park at all. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It's like
Just leave the door open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll out, kid. Roll out.
Hey, do you let them get out, or are you just like, there goes kid number one, and
Yeah.
there goes kid number two?
Yep.
No. Yeah. It's like a drop-off zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been a part of the Soroptimist Community Christmas Tree now. I think we're going on 4 or 5 years, and we've always launched the Soroptimist Community Christmas Tree in our studio with interviews from Joanne from the Soroptimist Club to get this Soroptimist Community Christmas Tree started. However, this year, and tell me if you've heard of this, Joanne or Madden, COVID-19, like this thing that's kind of going around.
Kind of weird.
The other day said something about it. Kind of familiar. Yeah.
Like I keep hearing Corona, and I look for the beer, and I don't see any. What's going on here?
So how are we going to do this year?
Well, it's going to be really different. We are not going to have our kiosk at Vintage Fair Mall, although the mall is still our location sponsor. So they're going to be putting up a display right at the area where the kiosk usually is set up. And they're going to have some signage that's going to let people know that they can make monetary donations. That's the most important thing this year because we are doing all the shopping. So we're going to cover.
Oh, okay. That's going to be busy.
It's big. And we're praying for, financial support from the community. So we've got links set up for GoFundMe. We have our Facebook page, which is Community Christmas Tree, and we've got a donate button there. So we're trying to make it easy for people to donate. The mall is also going to set up a donation bin for new clothing and toys and
nice.
And most needed items. So that bin will be available and up on October 15th. So that's coming up soon. Yes.
Is there more children this year than previous years because of so many lost jobs?
Unfortunately, no, because of our restrictions, and how we're going to do it.
So
okay. We're gonna cover 1,500 children, and the schools and
that's fantastic. I was just curious to how it was this year.
We would love to be able to. We don't have the ability to do more.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, for sure.
Because of the way it's changed, and because we're doing all the shopping, we've already started to do a lot of bulk shopping. So, and we're just storing things. And once we get tags up and ready, we'll start processing gifts for the kids. So
how many cars do you have coming down your road dropping off toys every day?
Oh my goodness. 2 of our gals have their garages and almost every room in their home filled with boxes that they've had delivered, so
yeah,
it's crazy. And we still have some stores in the mall that are going to, try to really cut us some good deals, and we're going to see about doing some shopping directly with them. And we will post that. I'm in the process right now because it's a little early in the game, but I'm in the process of getting those stores online and getting them all set. But we need, if people are at the mall, they can drop off clothing, and we need clothing, warm clothing, clothes sizes 6 to 14, for young kids, even underwear for girls and boys. Educational toys and board games are really good too. So, things that, can be good for the kids that are about 5 or 6 years old to about 14 years of age, because that's the bulk of the ones that we'll have to be adding gifts for. So,
and it's important to note that as we're looking for like educational games and board games and stuff like that. Christmas is also a family time, so we would urge you to not bring Monopoly.
Yeah. Unless it's that new elf one.
Unless it's the Elf Monopoly.
New elf Monopoly. That one I'll play.
You're
But board
hilarious.
games, and that's perfect because nobody can go anywhere right now either anyway, too.
Exactly. So, it's a perfect time to have something where the family can get together, kids can get together. We want gifts for the children that, help them learn, and maybe have some social interaction for the family too. That's all super important right now. And I really have to say this. We apologize to the public for not bringing the kiosk to you this year. But in consideration of the safety for the kids and our volunteers, we just didn't see how that would really work well, with COVID. So
Yeah.
this is the next best thing, and we absolutely
No,
did not want to
what you guys
cancel
are
it.
doing what you're doing is fantastic. I mean,
Well,
it's a
we'll try.
really weird year for everybody, and you guys are
Absolutely.
still making it happen. I mean, I'm impressed.
Yeah, let's call a spade a spade. Like there's zero reason for you to apologize.
I
You can't have a
know.
kiosk at a mall because we're in the middle of a
I'm
global
so
pandemic.
sorry for giving
Actually,
toys
you know
to
what, Madden?
children.
Madden, can we pull Joanne off the stream right now? Because it didn't dawn on me until this moment that there's no kiosk at the mall, and I'm personally outraged. No, are you kidding me? We're getting toys.
You silly.
We're getting toys for 1,500 kids here in the valley, whether there's a kiosk or if we're doing it virtually. The point here is there's 1,500 children who have and every year, and this is the part I think that I'm going to miss about the kiosk. If we're going to miss anything about the kiosk, is you got the card that had what the child wanted and what the child needed, and it would break your heart to look at the needs for that child and to think to yourself, I've got an 8-year-old son with a drawer full of underwear, and this kid needs underwear.
No, seriously. And what we're asking people is if you shopped for one of our children in the past 36 years, right, which is a tradition here, take that money that you would have spent and donate it to us. And, it's like
Thank you, Tiffany.
This year, we're just doing the work for you. You're welcome.
Right. We have a personal shopper now.
I think, with lack of a better word, like I think it's going to be super successful this way.
I hope so.
I
It's
do.
a lot of work, and we really need donations.
Yeah, it's a ton more work on your guys' part, but it's way easier for like me.
Yeah. I know. Hey, Madden, don't feel bad. We'll just get you into the wrap room and we'll let you process some gifts, okay?
Is there wine in the wrap room?
You should give me any other job than wrapping, or you guys are going to run out of wrapping paper real fast.
We put those things in bags and then they go to the schools and they wrap them. So you are more than qualified, my dear.
Done. I can package things up.
Do you have a job that involves napping and or leaving? Because any one of those jobs would be right up her alley.
Right, true story. But we've got, we will have at the mall, they're going to post the information of our actual address so people can mail checks in, or they can go to Facebook or GoFundMe charity. And the links are all there. And I'm sure I think you guys are going to be posting those links on your website too. So, I'm just hoping people will check into that and, give because we need. And these kids, we had to lower the numbers a little bit this year because of the nature of how we're doing this. But be certain that these children that were selected are so needy, and their families, most of them have been really affected by the virus. So they need this even more,
Thank you so much for what you're doing. We appreciate you all every year. We know this is
You're
huge.
welcome.
Yes, thank you for what you're doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and post the address here for sending checks. Oh no, you got it. Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
That would be awesome. And and then we'll get the links to you for for GoFundMe. I'm sure that I've already done that, but yeah, that goes in and around to the website. So
is there a preferred denomination? Like increments of 5 or
Increments of 500.
Yes, thank you. Triple, at least triple digit at this point.
Dear every restaurant I've kept open during COVID these last 6 months, you better hammer down because I've been getting margaritas up the yang. So you guys give back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling out all your local restaurant names by your name.
Do it for man's liver.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've got, what's really nice is we've got on our Facebook page, Community Christmas Tree, there's a link. And if you just click on the icon, it says GoFundMe charity, it brings you right to it and you can donate very easily. So we're trying to keep that up on the Facebook page constantly. It will be on the website. That information, including our physical address, will be at the mall. So, we're trying to feed that information and keep it alive and in people's minds all the time. But just, think of us. We're doing a lot of shopping for 1,500 kids. So we're hoping.
We appreciate you and
you.
And your entire team.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for your support. This was really enjoyable seeing you again. I miss you guys. So,
I know.
Well, now everybody, now after 4 years, everybody finally gets to put a face to the name, and they finally get to know who Joanne is, right?
This is kind of fun,
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
I was telling my wife earlier, as soon as the pandemic hit in March, I said, I'll bet you anything that this works out perfect for Joanne. No, this has been really good, and I agree with Madden. I think that with the monetary donations, I think you guys are going to have a huge season.
We really hope so. We need literally probably between $60,000 to $70,000. So, it's a lot. It's a lot to ask, but I know.
We got this.
I've shopped for kids, and I've already made a donation, and I told the gals at the wrap room, I gave you half of my donation already. The other half, I'll go shop if you have specific things you need. But we're also posting the needed items out at the mall so you can see what items we really need for donation. And we'll have little elves go out and pick up those donations on a regular basis so we can use them. But the sooner the better, because we're doing all the processing now. The kids and their families, I tell you, are so grateful. The people at the schools have been so grateful that we're doing it this year because they thought we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. And a lot of families, you're all they depend on,
Absolutely. So time to pay it forward and do it from the comfort of your home and just push that button and think 3 digits when you donate. Okay. That would be great. But if you can't,
if you use a credit card, it's not even like real money.
Thank you. Yes.
Right. It's like pretend money. It's like, it's just like whatever, just swipe it.
That's how Ian Riley's been living his whole life.
And think of all the money you're saving by not going on vacation and not going out to eat. You can just give that money to children who need it more. Isn't that great?
Madden, I just want to point out that a 504 credit score when you're 30 doesn't just happen overnight. I worked really hard for that, just so you know.
Yes, we're so proud.
You only get that many credits because you spelled your name right, like you do in school.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
So like I said, swipe that credit card. There's literally no negative reaction that can happen from it.
There's no ceiling. There's the sky's the limit,
Right.
I know.
Just keep going until the credit card says I'm tired.
Oh yeah, you can live like a king and then pay later like a pauper.
Right. Hey, thank you for all the work you do. Seriously, like when it comes to community, when it comes to us as a community, you and the Soroptimist Community Christmas Tree do a tremendous job of at least making that 2-week period for those children who need a lot feel like they're keeping up with the Joneses. You know what I mean?
And we need to thank Rotary, because remember, they're our partner. They came on last year and they're still with us. They have given us some money. We have a gal from Rotary. Her name's Diane. And Diane, you and Marilyn have gone out like little, Keebler elves and done shopping. So thank you to Modesto Sunrise Rotary as well. They've done a great job.
Absolutely. Okay, so before we wrap up, the address, if you want to send a check today, is right here at the bottom of the screen. Right. You said that there's going to be a bin in the mall for the clothing.
Yes.
And the needed items.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
For clothing and needed items, there will be a list there of the sizes that we need, so people can stroll by, take a look, go shop, and drop something off. Don't wrap it. It has to be new. Bring it, drop it in the bin. We're going to take that. We're going to make sure it's safe, and then we'll process those into gifts.
Okay. And then on the Facebook page and the GoFundMe and all of that is also at khop.com. Joanne, thank you. You know what? I think we're going to let you go.
Thank you so
take
much,
the rest of the day off.
We appreciate having you here.
Oh, I loved it. So anytime you want to chat some more about the project, you just let me know, okay?
We will,
Absolutely.
Joanne. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. So grateful.
Have a good one.